careful, Doctor.
Well, Peter, poisoning the water wasn't enough. You're working on the press now, huh?
My hat, please. And my stick. What nonsense is this? Take that hat off. That's an official insignia.
I just want you to realize, Peter, that anyone may wear this hat in a democracy. And a free citizen is not afraid to touch it. And as for the baton of command, Your Honor, it can pass from hand to hand. So don't gloat yet. The people haven't spoken. And I have the people because I have the truth, my friends.
We're not scientists, Doctor. We can't judge whether your article is really true.
Then print it under my name. Let me defend it.
I'm not printing it. I'm not going to sacrifice this newspaper. When the real story is made clear, the public is not going to accept any changes in the Springs.
His Honor just told us, Doctor. You see, there's going to have to be a new tax.
Ah, yes, I see. And that's why you're suddenly not scientists anymore and can't decide whether I'm telling the truth. Well, so...
Now, don't take that attitude. The point is...
The point! Oh, the point is going to go flying through this town like an arrow, and I'm going to fire it. Will you print my article as a pamphlet? I'll pay for it.
I won't ruin this paper or this town. Doctor, for the sake of your family...
You can leave his family out of this. God help me. But I think you people are horrible.
My article, if you don't mind.
Doctor, you won't get it printed in this town.
Can't you forget it? Can't you see now that every...
I can't forget it, and you will never forget it as long as you live. I'm going to call a mass meeting and tell
Who's
them...
going to rent you a hall?
Then I'll take a drum and go from street to street proclaiming that the Springs are befouled and poison is rotting the body politic.
And I believe you really are that mad.
Mad? Oh, my brother. You haven't even heard me raise my voice yet. Catherine?
Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening, Billy. Nancy, hello. Glad you're here.
Come in. I don't have chairs for a lot of people, so most of you will have to stand.
My name is Billing. I met you at the doctor's, don't you remember?
Oh, yes, sure, yes. I was so busy I didn't recognize you. Why don't those people come inside?
Oh, I don't know. I suppose they're waiting for the mayor or somebody important so they can make sure it's respectable in here.
Oh.
Captain, I just wanted to ask you a couple of questions before we begin. Why are you lending your house for this? I never heard of you connected with anything political.
I'll answer that. I travel most of the year. Did you ever travel?
Not abroad, no.
Well, I have been in a lot of places where people are not allowed to say unpopular things. Did you know that?
Certainly, I've read about it.
Well, I don't like it.
One more question, Captain. What do you think of the doctor's proposition to rebuild the Springs?
Don't understand a thing about it. Nancy, here, this is for you right here. Now, I don't have enough chairs, so you'll just have to stand.
Try the horn.
No, let him start to talk first.
Wait till they hear this. I could blow your mustache off with this.
Now, look, I don't want any roughhouse here. Do you understand? Oh, come in. I have chairs just for you.
So many people on the sidewalk. Why don't they come in?
I suppose they're waiting for the mayor.
Are all those people on his side?
Well, who knows? People are so bashful, and it's so unusual to come to a meeting like this. Come in.
Good evening, ladies. Well, I don't blame you for not speaking, but I just wanted to say that I don't think this is going to be a place for ladies tonight.
I don't remember asking your advice, Mr. Billing.
I'm not as bad as you think, Mrs. Stockman.
Then why did you print the mayor's statement and not a word of my husband's report? Nobody knows what he really stands for. All those people out there are against him already.
If we would have printed his report, he would only have hurt your husband.
I don't believe I've ever said this to anyone before, Mr. Billing. But I think you're a liar.
If you do that once more, I will throw you out of here.
Good evening, Your Honor.
Good evening, Billy.
Good evening, Your Honor.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, Catherine. Petra?
Good evening.
Why so coldly? He wanted a meeting and he's got it. Isn't he here?
The doctor is going around town to be sure there's good attendance.
Fair enough. Oh, by the way, Petra, did you paint that poster? The one somebody hung on the town hall?
If you can call it a painting, yes.
You know, I could arrest you for that. It's against the law to deface the town hall.
Well, here I am.
Peter, if you arrest her, I will never speak to you again.
Hey, friend.
Oh, Catherine, you have no sense of humor.
Hey, friend. Who's running? Who's the candidate?
Look, you're drunk, mister. You get out of here.
There's no law says a man who's drunk can vote. I got a right to vote.
You get out of here.
No, I got a right to vote. I'm sorry. I got a right to vote. I want to vote.
Your Honor?
There's a voting going on.
Sorry, no chairs, gentlemen, but we couldn't get a hall, you know. So just relax. It won't take a minute.
Glad you're here, Peter.
Wouldn't miss it for the world.
Just promise me, don't lose your temper.
Hey, if you're not voting, what the hell is going on here?
I tell you to get out of
Now,
here.
don't push! Don't push!
I order you to get out and stay out.
I don't like the tone of your voice. And if you don't watch out, I'm going to tell the mayor he's going to throw you all in the
All right, gentlemen, we might as well begin. Quiet down, please. The issue is very simple.
We haven't elected a chairman, Doctor.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Oslickson. This isn't a meeting. I advertised a lecture.
I came to a meeting, Doctor. There's got to be some kind of control here.
What do you mean, control? What is there to control?
Sure, let him speak. This is no meeting.
Your Honor, why don't you take charge of this?
Well, just a minute now.
Somebody responsible has got to take charge. There's a big difference of opinion here.
What makes you so sure? You don't even know yet what I'm going to say.
I've got a pretty good idea what you're going to say, and I don't like it. If a man doesn't like it here, let him go someplace else where it suits him better. We don't want any troublemakers.
Now, look, friend, you don't know anything about me.
We know plenty about you, Stockman.
From what? From the newspapers? How do you know I don't like this town? I'm here to save the life of this town.
Just a minute, Doctor. I think the democratic thing to do is to elect a chairman.
I nominate the mayor.
Second the mayor.
No. That wouldn't be right. We want somebody who's neutral. I suggest Mr. Oslickson.
I came to a lecture.
Well, what's wrong with a fair fight? Second, Mr. Oslick.
Good choice. That's a very good